Hey, what is good? We are, and we're ready to be degenerate today. Welcome in, you savage little degens. Just coming here to make an extra buck. I don't know, man. You think we can do it? You think we can drop in some hot alpha, make an extra buck?
Yes, sir. Hey, man, we're always cooking something up. We always know what's going on in the markets. When everyone's just fudding and being negative, we're always searching for gold. That's how we just roll, man. And at the end of the day, these markets are looking good. TitanX is looking good. Memecoins are looking good. And we got new narratives coming up. So there's a gold mine out there. It's up to you to be a miner and go out and dig it. Otherwise, you're just dead weight and you're probably going to get washed down this market. And it is what it is, all part of the simulation. So, welcome back to another beautiful day in the Matrix. Now, today, here's what we got on the agenda. It's a pretty ambitious agenda. I don't know if we're gonna get through it, and also depends on how many people we get on viewing this live stream, and how many of you guys like and retweet this out on Twitter. We check the analytics. My boy Trey's on top of it. The more you guys interact, the more you guys share this out, the more alpha we give you. If you don't do that, then we just dip out and we go on our way. Now, we need to talk about Alien X. We need to talk about E280. And then the big kahuna. Is TitanX hyper deflationary? That's a
Is
big
it?
one. Yeah, that's a
Is
big one.
it?
I don't know. It could be.
I might
Just
go
know what I'm
check the
saying.
Versus Twitter and look and see if it's because they've been talking about it. Those guys at the Verse, they've been talking about that as soon as miners were,
Don't say
uh,
it.
well, okay, we
We
know what they
got
said.
we'll give them the alpha, but that depends on if they engage. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hey,
we're not gonna spell it out to you guys. Like if you guys really put this out here, we'll break it down for you step by step. If you don't, then we won't break it down. When only me and Trey need to know. You know what I'm saying? Is that fair, Trey? What do you think?
hey, that works for me, bro. I like sharing the wealth. I like spreading it around. This is what we do here. This is why we're alive. But you know what? We got to have you guys in here engaged, knowing that you're loving this content, that you're loving seeing this every week, getting them hot new gems and all of the mechanics behind them. Man, where else could you go? Crypto
Absolutely.
Banner? Ah,
You know, Crypto Banner is one of those shows that if you just do the opposite, you make so much money. You ever notice that?
inverse trade, baby. Inverse trade. There's certain people you could just trade against. It's perfect. It's
Like
beautiful.
when Rand knew you know there's like the emoji meta for meme coins, and so there's like a dog emoji, a cat emoji, like just all the emojis used on your phone. And so one day Rand Nooner started tweeting out the dog emoji, and I told everybody that was the biggest sales signal I've ever seen. Like if you haven't figured out like when he tweets stuff like that, that's a sell signal. Then I don't know where you at right now. You know what I'm saying? So
It's exactly what happened with Gummy. Like it was a tweet, and then like 2 or 3 days, like it's ripped apart, dude. So you know what? We give you that real and that new and that good. That's what we give you here.
yeah, absolutely. And then I want to talk a little bit about Say, because if you guys have been following our YouTube channel, this was a blockchain that we've been talking about for a very long time, and we haven't really dove into it. And then we got Ether Vista and we got BTC charts. So like I said, that's really ambitious. We're probably not going to be able to cover every single one, but it's just based off of the interaction, we'll give you the alpha. Otherwise, we'll just skip it on, just keep it moving. So let's talk about the main course. And one thing that we're going to be talking about every single freaking show, Alien X, baby.
Let's
We're
go.
breaking the conditioning. We're invading TitanX. We're bringing a new approach to MemeFi straight to the TitanX ecosystem. So if you guys don't know, Alien X is actually launching this Thursday. And I'm really excited about this protocol because it's me, Goo God, and the Accelerate team teaming up to add a pivotal piece to the Inferno ecosystem. And if you guys don't know the Inferno ecosystem, Inferno was a new meme coin launched on top of TitanX. And what they did was they used TitanX to mint the Inferno token, and then they took that TitanX and burned the Inferno token going on to the future. So we're going to expand on top of this idea. And we're also going to add a really awesome twist behind it. So it's actually a really great approach. I'm really excited to see this product roll out to the market. Now, coming over here to the TitanX matrix,
Boom.
we come down here to the Blaze Empire. So we have the Inferno ecosystem rolling out. So what AlienX is going to do first is going to pop in from the 28th dimension because I can mathematically prove that. But I gotta say that for another live stream. I can't cards. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
how like when you're on a day with most of these guys will just tell their whole life stories. You can't do that, dude. You gotta give them pieces. You know what I'm saying? Because if you do that, then it's over.
When she asks you what you do, you say, "I look out for my people.
That's all you say.
I
Yeah,
watch
yeah,
out.
yeah.
I watch out for my people." It works every time, bro. That's all you
Oh,
say.
yeah, yeah. I watch out for my
Especially if you're
people.
especially if you're a professional degenerate and that's your job. Oh, bro, you definitely don't tell her that shit.
No, no, no. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. You don't tell her you're a meme coin trader. You tell her that you make advanced financial decisions that couldn't impact the entire um whole of humanity. You got to make it sound clean. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
can't just say no. I trade pixelated images of monkeys and frogs. It ain't gonna work like that. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So
you will not attract a woman like that. But you know what? Enough dating alpha. Let's get back. Like you said, tell her the truth. All right, I got a lot of shit coins.
I got like I lost all my money on pixelated images and dog emojis. But yeah, like I said, sorry, we're getting sidetracked. So we got Alien X coming in. It hasn't got his stamp of approval yet because it hasn't launched yet. So that's not how we roll in this. But Alien X is going to come in, and we got the Flux ecosystem. So how this is going to work is Alien X is going to put in 44% buy side liquidity, and it's also going to have a burn right behind it. So this is going to come into the Inferno ecosystem, buy it up, burn it a little bit, and just prop it up into the future. Now, on the flip side, we're also going to see Flux, which is going to have these automatic auctions, which is going to be lifted up as well, which is going to be used to burn the Inferno token and also do an ROI DApp type of function. So the best way to think about this way is Alien X is going to be benefiting Inferno, Flux. I need to check. I'm not sure if Blaze still has their LP. Hold on. Let me put Blaze right here. We'll put Blaze right here. So I'm not sure Blaze does or LP with Inferno. I need to double check that, but it does play into Blaze ecosystem. And then also Inferno just got added to the TitanX farms. Do I have the TitanX farm? Oh, I do have it right here. So we're gonna add that right here.
While he's adding that, we got 59 of you in here, and we got 13 likes. 59, 13 likes. Let's get that up. We need to get that. Now there's 62 of you in here. 13 likes. I hate the number 13. Why
Yes,
you do
sir.
me like that?
13 is the number of the
Change
matrix.
that right now before we cut the stream off.
It's got a point. So on top of that, Inferno is being added to TitanX farms. This is going to burn a lot of Inferno. And then it's also added to E280, which also burned, I think it was close to like $5,000 worth of Inferno in day one. So you're already seeing this component. Inferno has multiple protocols burning on top of it, and then Alien X comes in from the 28th dimension to contribute it. So when you have multiple protocols burning on top of Inferno, and then you have Alien X coming in, propagating the ecosystem up, what this is going to do is it's going to bring in the Blaze Empire and it's going to take it to the next level. So I think overall, man, this is a phenomenal ecosystem. What Alien X is doing is going to be great. This is a new protocol. If you guys haven't got into one on day one, it's going to be popping up on Thursday. And now is your opportunity to dive into these things. So I think, nothing but positive things across the board. So yeah, man, that's pretty much all I got. Maybe a little bit more of a total rundown. We talked about the mint phase. So just so you guys know, we got the white paper right here, and you guys go ahead and feel free to check it out. It's down in the Telegram. Keep in mind, 20% of whatever goes into this protocol is going to be sent to the buy Inferno address. 20% goes straight into the Alien X buy and burn. So that's TitanX going in, burning Alien X directly into a buy and burn. 20% is going to burn TitanX off the market. Now, this was one that we we got a lot of pushback for. Well, I wouldn't say pushback, but positive feedback. And I think at the end of the day, you got to understand the goal is to burn TitanX to propagate the system. This is one of the few protocols that has the guts to go to that level. Most protocols I've seen only done like 4, 8%. Hydra did 20%. I believe Hyper did somewhere between 8 and 10%. This is a protocol that's going to be burning as much TitanX as Hydra, and Hydra burnt, I think it was like 14 trillion when I was on live stream with Jake talking about it. So, dude, this is absolutely crazy. It's a glitch in the matrix. And then on top of that, there's going to be 8% sent to the Inferno Burn 2.0 and 8% sent to the Flux Inferno Buy and Burn. So overall, this is just going to benefit the entire ecosystem. It's going to put it on steroids, and then it's going to take us to the next level. Trey Souls, any thoughts on this?
Yeah, I do have some thoughts. And here's my thoughts, man. Look, Chris just broke it down for you, and let me make it even more plain. This protocol, it does a bunch. It's doing a lot already. So with the positive feedback we got, the 28 to 20%, just understand we're supposed to stick with the ethos. It's about sticking with the TitanX ethos and burning TitanX. That is a huge portion of why this protocol exists. So don't get it twisted. Know that it's meant to make this Inferno token get burnt and become more scarce, but it also has longevity built in mind.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So I'm really excited about this protocol rollout. We got to come out Thursday, and yeah, man, we'll just keep it moving. So good stuff. All right, now we got to talk about Element 280 because I'll show you the comment that I'm looking at because I knew this was going to come.
We got it
right here. So I'm seeing this all over Twitter. So I'm gonna break this down for you guys because I tried doing it in a past live stream. I even had the dude on, and I don't think many people really truly grasp what's going on with this protocol. And I also think that most people just looked at it and didn't even read the white paper. So I'm gonna break this down one time, and then we're just gonna keep it moving because I honestly think Element 280 is probably one of the most important protocols. Well, top besides Dragon X and Hydra. It's up there with those protocols, with what they're trying to do and build the sustainability of not only the TitanX ecosystem, but also to add immense value to a lot of these TitanX altcoin projects in the foreseeable future. So if you guys just come over here to Element 280, I'm not going to go through every single tokenomics and every single detail because I've already done that a couple times and it's just going to drive me nuts. But the one thing I want to highlight right here, we have a minting phase of 28 days. So you basically can come in, you mint an NFT, and then using that NFT, it is backed by Element tokens. So I'm going to come over here to the NFT specs. So when you mint an NFT, and this happens for 28 days, you have the legendary, you have the rare, you have the common. You get 10 billion Element tokens and 1 billion Element tokens backing the NFT. It means you can burn the NFT to receive these tokens. And this can be minted in 28 days. So we are in an inflationary period, right? So that means that if there's an arbitrage opportunity, meaning that if I mint an NFT and I can go and sell it into one of these liquidity pools where Element is paired up to Inferno, TitanX, Hydra, Hyper, and make an ROI, that's what people are doing. And that's why the chart looks like the way it is, because it's during the inflationary period. So the move right now, and let's bring up the, let me go bring up the website real quick. So the move right now is to go in, look at these NFTs, and look for arbitrage opportunities where you can come over here and mint. Now, if I come over here and just take a look at the buy and burn, this will tell you all of the project tokens that Element 280 is paired up with. It's paired up with Hyper, Helios, DragonX, Baby DragonX, Hydra, AwesomeX, Blaze, Inferno, and the list goes on. And so the main point I'm just trying to get across here is people are minting the NFT and they're selling it into each of these pools because there's a different price of Element in every liquidity pool. Does that make, are you tracking me right now? Am I
It
making
makes
sense?
100% sense, man. Yeah, it's going to look just like probably similar to the TitanX chart in the beginning because of the 28-day arbitrage phase. So you're going to be able to trade in and out of these pools using your NFTs for this first 28 days until the price stabilization.
Exactly. Right on the ball, right on the money. Good stuff. Now, the TitanX that you use to mint that NFT is going to be used to help set up these liquidity pools. That's where it's going to. So it's going to add some sort of positive pressure behind every single project. That's what the TitanX is being used for. That's part of the reason why you're seeing some of these projects do really well is because of the Element 280 mint phase. So with that being said, you go through the 28 days and then the mint is turned off, and that is when things are capped. Now I'm going to show you what's happening in the background because everybody's all freaking out about the chart. I'm going to show you the statistical information. I do not speculate. I do not like it when people get into these crazy hypothetical, let me get in my feelings. I think this is going to happen. I think this is going to happen. No. When you come to me and you give me a piece of information, I need some sort of reasoning based off of math, numbers, or research. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, like we've been friends for a very long time. Have I always been like that, or did I change? Like, you be completely honest.
No, that's why Chris is the very technical, micro analytical guy, and I work on the macro side of the verse. And that's why we make such good business partners. So yeah, this guy's always been like this, and you're never gonna get anything different. So get used to it or get out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. And like I said, Trey Souls, he's very good with people. He's really good with relationships, way better than me. I'm kind of mildly dumb when it comes to that stuff. And you can put Trey in a room with anybody, and at the end of it, they're gonna be best friends, having great conversation. So that's how the dynamic between me and Trey work. Now, I go to the stats. All right. So I'm gonna go over to the stats. I'm gonna show you what's happening. When I go through and I look at this, you got Element 280 being burnt and seeing how much was burnt off the market. Keep in mind, this being meant into the future. This thing burnt 4.2 billion TitanX. I'm pretty sure 4.2 billion TitanX was at like $5,000 right now or something. It's burning.
Yeah, close to that.
It's burning 1.3 billion Hyper. It's burning Dragon X. I believe that's about $3,000 right there of Dragon X. And keep in mind, Dragon X is deflationary. So it's burning Dragon X, and Dragon X is deflationary. Just think about that. We come over here to Blaze. It's burning Blaze. It's burning Inferno. Inferno has a capped token supply. It's burning Jake X. It's burning Legend X. It's burning Flux. So you guys are looking at the chart and you're saying, why is the chart going down? But then you also see the tokens, and the tokens are getting burnt. The tokens that you probably own are getting burnt on the back end. So this is extremely bullish if you hold Inferno, if you hold TitanX, if you hold Volt, Awesome X, Hydra, whatever token you like. Just looking at that alone. But wait, hold on. There's more. There's a lot more to this to this simulation. Now, if I come over here to Helios, and this is the big kahuna, all right? This is the big thing that nobody's looking at. So I come over here to the treasury. I look at the treasury, and what do we have in the treasury investment pool right here?
Crap ton of Titan.
We have 230,000 TitanX. We have 3,000 DragonX. We have 2,000 Baby DragonX. Am I glitching? Can you see me? Can you still hear me?
No, you're good. Yeah, you're good, brother.
Yeah, okay, just checking. So this investment pool is filling up with all these tokens, and based on my speculation, I think DragonX can easily do a 50x from here. So that could be easily worth 150K in the future. That could be used to benefit the Helios protocol, whether it's through a burn or building something. You see what I'm getting at here? We get over here.
So many different. You already had me thinking. You got so much TitanX there that could even be used to buy up Element 280 and then have Element 280 go in and do it what it's designed to do, which is what you're explaining. It's that Element 280 is doing what it's designed to do in burning these other tokens, man. And this thing is going to become astronomical over time.
Exactly. And then we have the future TitanX payout. We have the TitanX staked. So this is what I'm paying attention to with the Element 280. And what it's telling me is that Helios is accumulating an insane amount of all these tokens and using it to benefit the protocol. And that's what's happening with Element 280. So everyone, and look, I'll go look at the chart since everybody Everybody's freaking out about the chart. I'll go look at it for you guys. All right, let's see. It's right here. So I'm over here. I'm looking at the chart. So basically, what happened was came up, had a bunch of buy pressure. Arbitrage bot came in, sold down, and I was just trading sideways. Now, when we were right here last time, I was on live stream with these guys. The market cap was sitting at about 40K. The reason why it's at 453K is tokens are hitting the market. Market cap is the last known price times the amount of tokens in circulation. So this market cap is going to fluctuate. We are in the mint phase. I do not suggest market buying this right now. I'm just being completely honest. I don't know how this is going to play out. If you're interested in getting into this protocol, if you market buy right now, you pay 16% tax fee. After the mint phase is over, you will pay 4%. So the main point I'm just trying to get across right now is we're going through the mint phase. Element 280 is burning TitanX project tokens. Element 280 is filling the treasury of the Helios protocol. Element 280 has another 26, 27 days until the mint phase is over. And when the mint phase is over, what do we have right after Element 280 coming out? Actually, you probably don't know this. We have 2 new protocols building on top of it that is going to burn Element 280 and add another deflationary measure. What happens if that protocol burns Element 280? It will burn more of your tokens that you own. Like I can't get this across. Element 280 is an extremely important protocol because it burns your TitanX altcoins and gives it a future for as long as blockchain technology exists. Am I making sense here?
Yeah, I think they all just got it, bro. I think they all just got it. E280 is here to stay, guys, and there's no need in freaking out about it right now.
Okay. So this is the main point I'm trying to get across. So look, the chart, there's very well a good chance that the chart might do something like this. It might just like come out here, and then once you bottom out here, then we'll start phasing up. I mean, it can do anything. We only have, was it 2 days of data right now? 3 days of data. So I can't speculate too much. And plus we're in the mid phase. So hopefully you guys got something from that. And I think we just covered the main component of that. So good stuff. All right,
Nice.
we got 92 people in here. So I don't
92
know about.
people. Let's check, bro. I'm about to check. I'm checking right now.
Yeah, let's see.
Oh,
I don't know
30.
about.
We got 30 likes. A third. We got a third likes. That's better. That's a better ratio. Third likes. Let's see if we
Okay.
can get 10 more likes. See if we can get 10
Yeah.
more likes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, I think we should put this out here. Well, I think you're right. Maybe we should put this out here because we're gonna do these live streams and then we're probably gonna go to once a week after this. So because we're gonna do every day and then probably do once. Yeah, let's just talk about it. You down to talk about it or should we wait? What do you think?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's talk about whatever you think is good, man. I didn't. You glitched out when you said something about what you were talking about.
Okay. Hey, is my connection good now? Am I
No, you're
glitching?
better now. Yeah, it's not that bad today.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't know what's up with my Wi-Fi. I need to figure this out. All right, so I'm gonna pull up a tweet real quick. Let me see if I can find it. All right, here it is. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
All right, so this is what I put out on August 9th, 2024. I said, when day 280 miners start to become profitable, we will start to see an accelerated deflationary phase TitanX. At this time, to do a day 280 miner, your estimated RI would be negative 63. And this was August 9th. Now, if we go back, and I saw this on Twitter and I posted this out, I said hyperdeflation incoming, $ TitanX. As of yesterday, we are sitting at right around, for a day 280 miner, 6.3 negative 6.33%. So what does that tell you, Trace Holes?
That hyperdeflation is coming soon, baby. Yes.
It's coming soon. because
Hard and fast, bro.
this was one thing I really, really highlighted when TitanX was cooking up. I said, when day 2A miners become profitable, I know I've said on live stream with you a ton of times, that is going to be a great indicator that we're going to go hyper deflationary. Why are we going to go hyper deflationary from these day 2A miners? And I just want to simply point this out on the white paper. So you guys know how the burn effect works. You create an Ethereum miner. Some of that Ethereum goes into burning TitanX, and then some of that Ethereum is going to be used to do a payout in the staking payout. Now we come here to the staking payout. It says earn ETH. Hold on. Let me give you the mining ETH distribution. So right here, 28% of that ETH payout cycle is used to pay out TitanX stakers, right? So in the beginning, that was actually claimed by TitanX stakers in the beginning, and then that ETH would go somewhere else, maybe go back into the protocol, but not majority of it's going back into the protocol. Now, what's going to happen when these miners become profitable is we're going to get more ETH rolling into the system, and all that ETH from the 8-day, 28-day, 90-day, 369-day, and 888-day is going back into TitanX. DragonX is going to get a payout. Helios is going to get a payout. DragonX is going to use all that to buy TitanX, restake half of it, and then use the other half to burn DragonX. Helios is going to take it, put some into its treasury, pay a little bit out to its stakers, and then use it to buy TitanX and burn the Helios token. It's all like a majority of this economic energy is coming in. So the main point I'm trying to get across is when these miners become profitable, the staking payout goes back into the ecosystem. Now, here's the other thing that's going to be very interesting about these miners. Now, when we go into the miner ETH the virtual mining, the daily update, the ETH cost per TitanX miner is going up on this curve. So it means that to produce more TitanX, it costs more Ethereum. So when we get into this next round of TitanX mining, it's going to start off with day 280 miners become profitable, and then that period is going to decrease over time to a point where it's going to get up close to something like day 30 miners are profitable. And all that ETH is going to go back into the system, and it's just going to be this rolling snowball down a hill. Are you tracking what I'm saying?
Yes. Keep going if you got more.
Okay. So the main point I'm trying to say is in the beginning when this happened, that was like the appetizer. What you guys got was just a little taste. Now you're going for the main course. This is the main course. We're going to have miners profitable. We're going to go through the hype phase of the bull market. It's going to get stupid. And when I say stupid, like 6ix9ine stupid. And then like his little rap video. So I think that with this revolving effect and all the protocols built on top of it, bro, there's not enough TitanX, and I don't even know where to speculate with the chart. I mean, we can look at the price chart real quick, but what were your thoughts on all of this?
Well, when you talk about it, I know it's probably to some people sounds broad, generic, and stupid of me, but I just envision this clock with all these cogs in this in this wheelhouse, bro. And we're trading an engine, bro. It's like it's a freaking powerhouse, and there's so many dynamics now crossing over that I'm just glad to even have you here to explain some of these things in ways that people don't think about how these certain things are going to plug back into each other. So just to think about how you're saying Dragon X is then going to go back in, and it's like, dude, this is unstoppable. And yeah, as far as speculation is concerned, it's tough to say. We don't know, and we don't know what the price of ETH is going to do. So, dude, it seems limitless at this point.
Yeah, man. And let's see. Gold brought up a good point. Time to throw in everyone with TitanX miners, and then good guy followed up with that start mining front run the crowd. So they actually bring up a really great point, and I'll tell you why. So if you guys come down here, there's something called a T rank bonus. So the T rank bonus goes down, and we're probably gonna be sitting at, I don't know, something like 1,500 with the T rank bonus, and then it's gonna go down. So when this crowd comes in, you're going to start to see miners come profitable. And then if you get in, you'll get a higher T rank bonus. So that's when things get pretty crazy. Now, what I did was when we were talking about this, right when I saw the miners go negative 28%, I actually created a miner then. So I actually front ran the crowd before putting this information out. And I said, screw it, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit. And guess what? We're about to get the biscuit. It's going to be awesome. So main point I'm trying to get across is I'm really excited, guys. I mean, there's no other way to put it. You know, we went through hell with this protocol. We got attacked by everybody. There was a lot of snakes in the grass. Some people turned, some people came around, and you know, me and Trey Souls, we never switch up. We always do Memecoins. We always do TA. We always try to help people. We always been about TitanX. We've been about Pulsion. We've been about Hex. We've been about base. Like we never change. The only time we ever change is when we try to improve ourselves. And when it comes to this market, we've always done the same exact thing. Read the market, understand it, adapt if necessary, and just focus on getting the bag. Forget all the speculation, forget all the conspiracy theories, screw all the politics, focus on getting paid, and then you can do all the charity, change the world after that. So yeah, man, I'm just excited. And you know, the main point I'm trying to say is, you know, there's 111 you guys in here, 1111, and I always believe that's a sign. And so, in my opinion, based off of that, I'm just going to get this across to all 100 of you guys. You guys, if you can understand that segment that we just put out there, you're going to be able to front run a lot of these guys in the next TitanX hype phase, and you can use that to your advantage. If you're not about it, you don't have any funds or whatever, there's nothing wrong with sitting on the sidelines and just buying a liquid bag and chilling. But mark my words, it's going to get stupid. Trey Souls, any thoughts?
Yeah, man. I mean, have a plan. Have a plan. I would say the most important thing you can do is be prepared. And it's interesting that you're saying that you're answering a question that hit my head last night when I saw the 6%. I said in my head, we should probably start mining now, you know, because it's not going to be 6% in the next couple of days. So yeah, I like that a couple of people already came in with that same mindset. We're answering that question today. Yeah, here's the plays. This is the play right now, and I know for a fact there's young guys in here right now that can benefit from hearing these plays. Guys that I meet where in my world that are eager to tune in. And so we appreciate everybody for tuning in and coming in here to get that knowledge, man. Get that information, because that's the alpha right there. That's the segment. That's a piece for you right there. We want to make sure you get that. So yeah, go check it out. Not financial advice.
Yes, sir. And like I said, you know, this TitanX, the one thing we said when we started going a little bit more hardcore in the TitanX live streaming and then mixing in with our Memecoin stuff, TitanX is going to go bananas when you least expect it. And we had calculations that we hit this deflationary phase. Let me pull this down. We calculated that we hit this deflationary phase right around the 8th of October, and I think we were off by about 3 days. And so hyper deflationary, we were calculating right around 1017, 1018, 1019. So I think our calculations were very, very close. We could be off. So as of right now, you know, from sometime from now until we start to see the day 369 payout, it's going to get pretty crazy. And then also on top of that, Jake's been flirting about, you know, putting out X28. And I know there's a live stream where we talked about, you know, the difference between multi-chain and omni-chain. And you can make this really complicated, you can make this really simple. The main point of X28 is it allows TitanX to be on different blockchains. And so the way, instead of like bridging over to Ethereum, you can actually get it on Solana, Say, Sui, whatever chains that they choose to do it. And the main point about this protocol is 100% of TitanX is burnt on Ethereum and sent to other blockchains. So when that launches, and depending on how they provide liquidity on the other chains, because I have no clue how it's going to happen. I think it's going to be some sort of mining or staking protocol on each chain. We're going to see a lot of TitanX removed from circulation, and it's going to get stupid on top of miners being profitable. So the best thing we will say is prepare now before the crowd starts running in, because when the crowd starts running in, it's going to get crazy. It's going to get hectic. You're going to have a lot of people say certain things. You're going to be all confused. Just prepare now, make a plan, chill out and do your thing. Trade Souls, do you think that's good analysis?
I think that's right where we need to be, man. Let's go. Let's move forward. What we got next?
All right. So I want to talk about a beautiful chart. Actually, let's just take a quick look at TitanX and then another round of little TA. You know, you guys love TA. I love TA. We all love TA. Just take a little look at Ruski. Okay. So if I recall, well, actually, no, the close just happened. So we're breaking out of this triangle right now. And I mean, if you go on the 4-hourly, I don't like to go below. I'll be real honest with you guys. I don't like to go below the daily because when you go on this this type of scale and you speculate too much, it kind of messes your head up. But you know, I mean, it's basically forming kind of like a channel across the board. So it's just forming a channel. You might have to, you know, come down, correct a little bit. Sometimes that's what happens. I wouldn't say a rising wedge. Would you say that's a rising wedge? Nah, it's just a channel coming up. So basically, right now, TitanX is trying to find a price floor. So is why I'm trying to get across. So we broke out of the Elliott barrier triangle. Man, do I finally remember what it was called? And yeah, man, we're just going up and we're trying to find a local high. And we're coming up into some resistance. So it's actually looking pretty good. So I think overall, man, we hit our target based off of oh god, the Fibonacci tools. Let's see if I have it on here. Yeah, we came up. Now we're touching the 3.618 coming across. So yep, we're hitting our targets. Blew past this one. So our next target is 5 zeros and 1957. So good stuff. So the one thing I was talking about on live stream the other day is what I noticed with TitanX is we have the buy and burn and how these triangles reflect the buy and burn. So when we came down to this perfect Elliott wave triangle, and this is a contracting, we basically hit every single point to a T and then broke out. Now we came into a barrier Elliott wave triangle. And so just when we started tracking this, we came down to A, B, C, D, and then we didn't hit E. So what this is telling me is that the impact of the buy and burn is much higher. And so because it's much higher, when we form our next Elliott wave triangle, which I do think will happen very soon, I would not be surprised. And this is speculation, all right? This is speculation, but there is some fact behind it. So just like we went from A, B, C, D, E, and then we went A, B, C, D, skip D, I would not be surprised if we come down, we hit A, B, C, see you later. Boom, gone. And so what that's telling me is we're getting closer to that hyper deflationary phase. Or we could just go 0, A, B, see you later, and just keep going up. Screw it. So that's my overall analysis. And then I also have a tweet how we followed the 1.88 fib and the 3.33 fib to a T. I have a tweet about that. But overall, man, you know, dude, this chart looks beautiful. How many green days have we had so far? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 since we started running. So 10 green days, and out of those 10 green days, we only had like 2 red days. So I think overall, man, that's a huge accomplishment. Any thoughts on that?
I I just love that you came to this had already came to the same conclusion that I ended up coming to in that note. Just seeing that the triangles were gonna in they're shortening up. So that's pretty sick, bro. That definitely gives claim to your thesis on that the buy and burn affecting it. So I think seeing it twice, if we see it happen 3 times, it's confirmation.
Yeah, and the other thing I will say is, you know, I hear a lot of people saying like, well, with deflationary assets, you know, TA doesn't work with support resistance, which I do agree. We're not really necessarily doing support resistance. But the main thing with TA is what you gotta understand is there's a different trading pattern for every single chart. Every chart is different. So what works for one chart doesn't work for another chart. So your goal in this ecosystem is to find out what works. And in my opinion, what works the best are these triangles, the MACD, and the RSI. Speaking of the MACD and RSI, I'm going to take a look at this, see what's up. So based off of those are the best way to really track how TitanX is doing. Wow, look at this. See, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. So right here, we had the craziest bullish divergence right here. So right around, I think it was October 4th, we had the RSI come up, cross this resistance, and then we also had the MACD 12 and 26 simple moving average cross right here. You see that green come up, boom, explode. So we are in a bullish divergence. Now, what I'm seeing right now is the RSI is forming a shoulder, head, shoulder, inverse head and shoulders on the RSI. So we might have the RSI dip down, come back, test out that neckline, and then boom, see you later. So, like I said, MACD, RSI, Elliott wave triangle, Elliott wave triangles, and then also just standard trading patterns is all you need to read these TitanX charts. Anything else on that, my man?
Nah, hodl. Hodl, brother. Don't sell away your future or we'll buy it.
We'll buy your future. Yeah, I remember we said that. A lot of people started posting on Twitter. It was funny. I was like, oh man, I wonder who said that. So it's
Hey,
all love. It's all love.
hard lessons.
Hard lessons. All right. Now let's get into. All right. So I want to talk about a little bit on the TA side. So the next thing I want to talk about is another blockchain. So you guys know we've been talking about SWI, we've been talking about Aptos. Now I want to talk about another blockchain. And I'm sure you guys have already figured out we're talking about the new. You know what I'm saying? Like the new blockchains. The reason why we're talking about the new blockchains is typically when you have a blockchain in a new bull market, they tend to do a lot better compared to a lot of these other archaic blockchains. Now, SWI blew up. We told you guys about it, and they're having a meme coin run right now. So if you guys been following us, you would have looked at things like HSWI. What was another one we gave them? Fud the Pug. What's the other one? Like, what
Triple
was it
A.
called?
Shrey gave us AAA and we analyzed it
Yeah.
on screen.
Yeah, AAA. So we're trying to find the next narrative. So people are going over to Aptos, and then there's also another chain that looks like it's about to explode. Say, SCI. So Say is basically a paralyzed blockchain, and what it's designed to do is that it's designed to run side by side with Ethereum, and their main goal is to support Ethereum when it comes to trading. 90% of crypto right now gets into trading, 10%'s in this like utility. We're going to change the world, but we're not there yet. Yada, 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 blah, 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 blah. Most of you guys in crypto are here to trade, and Say is designed a blockchain to assist the Ethereum blockchain with scalability issues and also with trading. So it's actually a very new type of technology. And in my opinion, Say is being slept on. I think SWI, number one, Say number two, and then Aptos is going to be number three. And they're all new blockchains. And these are the places you want to look for the next meme coin runs because VC funds put billions of dollars into it. So it's obvious that the market maker is going to pump it. You think that's a fair analysis?
Hey, I think getting in on before the VC dumps is a great way to win, bro. And it looks like you got market some maybe even manipulation with this chart. So, yeah, bro, I think Say is a banger, and a lot of people might be sleeping on it if it's being gate kept right now.
Yeah. So I'm doing a little bit of a price analysis on it right now. And yeah, dude, if you just take a look at this chart since it launched, boom, down, came up, absolutely skyrocket. The reason why this skyrocketed right here was they didn't have a VC unlock until I believe it was going to be in April or May. I believe it was May. So they had a VC unlocked right around here in May. So the reason why it skyrocketed was because everybody was getting in before that VC unlock. Then we had a correction. So what I see happening with Say, we're going to get to a very pivotal moment in this chart. And this is a little bit of speculation, but I also do firmly believe that we might play this pattern out to a T. So we're coming up, we're touching the top. It's coming down here. We got option number one. Option number one, we come up, we touch right here, and then we just form a cup and handle. see you later, W on out. So we'll probably do something like this. Boom, touch, come back up, test the retest, boom, see you later. Cup and handle within the realm of possibility. It can also be an inverse head and shoulders. Option number 2, we follow an Elliott wave barrier triangle. So it comes up A, touches B, fakes you out down to C, touches D, hits E, and breaks out. Now, I'll tell you one thing. If we form a cup and handle, see you later, the pump isn't going to be as vicious. If we form an Elliott barrier wave triangle, dude, this thing's going to go absolutely nuclear. This actually might compete with Sweet if we form this trading pattern. You see what I'm saying? And this is on the weekly.
I'm glad you charted this out now so that when it comes to fruition, we can come back and say, "I told you so."
Yeah. So it's probably going to be a little bit more faster. It's going to move a little bit more faster, but it's going to do this and then boom. So you got 1 to 2 options. The more likely one, it's probably going to be the cup and handle, but also within the realm of possibility is this Elliott Bear wave triangle, and then boom, see you later. Now, what do you think me and Trey Souls are doing if we're looking at say Trey? What do you think? What do you think we're doing if we're looking at say right now?
Beep, 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 beep. That's me backing up the truck.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
backing up the truck, boys and girls. I'm driving, and Chris is loading up the bags, boys.
Yes, sir. We're backing up the truck, but also we're finding the number 1 meme coin on the chain, and I think we found it. So there's actually one meme coin that we absolutely love. We've been in, and keep in mind if they have a meme coin run, there's going to be like cabal coins and whatnot. But in our opinion, say in the red frog for the red chain that falls into the Pepe narrative. This project has been around for a minute, and they had a meme coin run back during that last pop. I think Saiyin's going to run. It's sitting at about $11 million market cap. When nobody was talking about it, we loaded up somewhere, I would probably say somewhere in this time frame. And now it's up about a 3x. So it's sitting at about $4 million, $3 million market cap. If Say goes absolutely crazy, I do think a meme coin like this could be a potential contender for the $100 million market cap to the $1 billion cap range. So I'm a big fan of this token. Keep in mind, they're going to launch some other different tokens with like a frog, a dog emoji, a pixelated image of I don't know, a shrimp. I don't know. They're going to come up with something. But I think Say has a phenomenal team. I like the following. I like the Twitter. Like we come over here to the Twitter. The Twitter is phenomenal. And then here's the big thing. Say went from version 1 to version 2. I'm not going to bore you guys with all the math, like the technicals, but you can actually use MetaMask to interact on the Say blockchain. So you don't have to download a complete different wallet. You can create a MetaMask wallet, assign it to a Say wallet, and then you can use that wallet to trade across the chain. And it is so fast, it's so easy, and it's very easy to understand. Any thoughts on this before I keep going?
The only thoughts I have is wait, you said they were different, and now they're working on bringing more towards mass adoption. That's creating user-friendly tools. So I like things that are geared towards that. That's going to make it easier for people to get their money on chain, and then into coins like this that are branded really well, a great following. And I know how hard it is to brand something well. So the guys that are doing this, I can tell right off rip when these guys put this kind of work into something, it definitely has potential to moon. So I like it for a lot of different reasons.
Yeah, absolutely. So, just looking at this, you got the red frog with the Super Saiyan stuff. I can't show that because it'll get banned. I think you probably saw it. Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I watched like maybe 1 or 2 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, so I still don't understand it, just like the Pokemon. But a lot of people in the Asia market love Dragon Ball Z, and that's the main point. You got to find things that people will like. They're gonna like Saiyan because of the Super Saiyan. They're gonna like H Sweet because of the Pokemon. You might not see it right now, but it's gonna play out. So, in my opinion, just based off of this chart, and this is just a very brief analysis. Actually, I wonder if I could bring this over. I wonder if they're gonna let me.
Let him. Powers that be.
Yeah. Ever since I just all right, never mind. Just screw it. All right. So main point I'm trying to say is you see how this thing explodes like this? The same chart is starting to peak up. And in my opinion, you're going to get an explosion just like this other chart. So hold on. I know they have like the old chart data because this came from. Okay, so yeah, I'm not crazy. So this was from here. Let me give this a try. Let me at least give this a try because this has all the old data from it. Okay, never mind. Just screw it. But I think you guys get the point. The main point is I like saying I'm speculating with saying me and Trey, we in this to win this. We're always, in the trenches doing our thing, trying to find the next big thing. So let me get off of this. So good stuff. All right. Anything else on say, man?
The only thing else I see is we got Trey's in the comments being a total degen, and he's found something that looks like it's about to pop on say.
All right, let me just double check it, make sure I don't get the right. All right, I'll take a look at it because Stray's homie. I see Guga in the chat. Oh wow, dude, look at this.
Finding gems, baby. We're finding gems. That's what we do here.
Let me make sure.
We got our boys. The
Yeah,
loyal boys always here.
This is interesting. So it's called Sake, and was it Sake Inu?
Sake.
Sake. Oh, sake. Wait, isn't that like Naruto?
It's an Asian beverage, an Asian alcoholic drink. You see it?
Oh, okay. I don't drink that much. That makes sense. Sake. Okay. Sake Inu. Oh, dang. No, YouTube's going to get us. All right. Never mind. No. Sake is from Naruto.
Yes, it is. That's what it is.
It's from Naruto. So, yeah. Sake Inu from Naruto. Gotcha. That's cool. So, yeah, man.
Adam and Eve?
I don't know. It's in a crisis. It's in a. We'll get the MACD. Oh wow, this just had a bullish divergence. Yeah, this thing looks like it's about to run. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Yeah, you could definitely tell that it came in. There's a resistance point right here. Bounced down, came out. You see the cross right here. So what this is telling me is that the volume's upticking and buyers are exceeding sellers. And what we need to see this do, it just needs to come up and test all-time highs because this right here, I'm just telling you from a chart perspective, came in, boom, that could be a double top, which isn't good. So this needs to come up, retest that, break out, test the retest, and then start to W on out. So this thing needs to go because if that's a double top, then there's a good chance that it could come in and then boom, come down this way. So yeah, man. So I like this, great font. I'm gonna add that to the watch list. So add that to the watch.
100 million market cap.
1 million market cap. So yeah, good find, good stuff. All right, cool. Yeah. Now the next thing I want to talk about. Oh man, I gotta tell you about this story, dude, about Ether Vista. All right, so let's see if I could find it. So Ether Vista had one of probably the funniest things I've ever seen. All right. So basically, Ether Vista is a new approach to DEXs. And what Ether Vista does is they set up a fee program where if you provide an LP, you get to choose the fees generated by the LP. So if you put up an LP for like Wrapped ETH and TitanX, you can say, okay, you can use this LP, but you have to pay like 5% or 10% or 1%. compared to Uniswap, where you can only do 0.25%, or if you do concentrated liquidity, you can go up to like 3%. So with EtherVista, they're doing this new tokenized model approach. They take the fees generated from the protocol, burn the token, and then they're adding a pumped up platform on top of it. So in my opinion, I love EtherVista. Now, EtherVista is actually in a war with MEXC right now, which is absolutely crazy. And so what's happening is MEXC listed their token and now they're shorting it on their exchange so that they can make a huge amount of money off of shorts. So what EtherVista is doing is they're taking the fees from the protocol, they're going on to MEXC, they're burning the Vista token so that they can cause a short squeeze on the MEXC platform and absolutely destroy the entire centralized exchange. So they're doing this like GameStop thing against MEXC, and dude, this thing is catching traction across all social media. Like this one got 11k, like 14k views. They had a couple posts get up into like the 50k views. Like this is crazy. And so, yeah, it says it's time back here from now on during the buy and burn week. 100% of the treasury fees will be used to short squeeze MEXC, who has been plaguing us with shorts. We're going to buy up their Vista supply, mess with their shorts, and burn every token we get our hands on. This means we're not just reducing the circulating supply on chain, we're also cutting to the supply available on centralized exchanges like MEXC. So so I gotta be honest, bro. This is absolutely savage. They're just like, screw you guys. We're gonna short you, and I'm all about it. And when I saw this, dude, I dropped even more money into it. I don't even care if it goes to zero at this point. I am backing EtherVista. I don't know if they I hope these exchanges came in and bought the supply and listed it. I'm not really sure. What's your thoughts on this?
Look, bro, you got to get behind some savage activity like this, bro. This is blockchain wars at its finest. I love this, bro. And the meme is something else, bro. It's too ugly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
these guys are
So
going crazy.
so they got like Bonsai, Dark Vista joined the Vista short squeeze war by contributing fees and staking legends. What else? Burn week has officially ended, but we're extending it until the end of the month. We are more determined than ever to do what it takes to benefit the Ether Vista ecosystem. The success of the first buy burn speaks for itself. To keep the momentum going, all treasury fees will continue to buy and burn Vista from XC until the end of the month, further pushing our MEXC short squeeze strategy. We've also hit 10 days of Vista staking. Here's the quick recap. So, dude, this is absolutely brilliant marketing. I love what they're creating. Well, first off, I love the technology behind it. I know 99% of people aren't going to look at it, but they're doing something that's going to challenge Uniswap. That's the big point I'm trying to get across. Number two, they're adding a pump fund platform for Ethereum. These meme coins are going to get crazy. People are going to use these platforms. If they can create a platform that incentivizes people to use their platform, and also it like prevents against sniping and all the sketchiness we saw on the pump fund on Solana. So it's actually a more secure pump fund platform. And then number three, they're using the treasury fees to burn the token to support into the future. So overall, man, I think EtherVista is a sleeping giant. I meant to talk about this for a couple weeks, and then when I saw the short squeeze war, dude, I was like, bro, it's over, man. That's it.
Have to, have to. No, you know, and some people may not like this stuff, but look, if it makes money, it makes sense. So don't sleep on the pump fund style platforms, and especially something that's willing to try to compete with Uniswap. I'd be definitely keeping my eye on that.
Yeah, so let me come over to Vista real quick. Um, come on, Vista. Man, I need to get like my Wi-Fi check. I don't know. I don't know if Russians are hacking my Wi-Fi or something. That's a joke. That was a joke. But well, we need to double check it. So yeah, I think this is what was happening. I was double checking it. If you guys have been into if you know Elliott wave theory, there's like a sub impulse. So you have wave one right here, then you have your 3, 4, and then 5, and then you have your correction phase. So from the top, you have an A, B, C. So this is a shoulder, this is a head, and this is a shoulder. So this is a head and shoulders, and then it drops. And typically, what I find when it drops, it's usually you gotta be a little least aggressive. Yeah, I mean the drops are usually kind of halfway from the target, so I find it like halfway from the neckline. is usually right when you see like right where it settles on the drops. But you know, that's like a rule of thumb. I like to go over here and go down to and trace down to the 0.88. So if I come from the top and trace all the way down, it usually lands from this first peak somewhere close to that 0.188 fib. So you see it right here. You see 0.88. It usually lands from that retracement. So if you're doing it from bottom top, it's the 0.22. If you're just doing it like this, how I have it, it's the 0.88. So you know, it's just a little matrix coding, little matrix hack that Build the Bull taught me. So what I think happened was it got listed on a bunch of these platforms, and then they just started shorting it and then dumping it. So what I'm seeing on the chart right now is it's actually forming, you know, there's a shoulder right here. And then you can see a head right here. So this is basically a massive inverse head. And oh, well, actually, man, I did the shoulders backwards. Of course. Sorry, guys.
It's all right. I think they'll forgive you. You guys have to forgive Chris. He did the shoulders backwards.
Yeah, I've been looking at way too many charts. My dyslexia is awful right now. All right. So, boom. So, inverse head and shoulders, and then it's actually getting to a breakout phase. So, yeah, basically we're looking at about $10. So I would say nine to $11 is going to be the breakout. So it looks like the short squeeze working, man. So I'm curious to see how this happens. You know, we'll keep tracking it and all that good stuff. All right, cool. So let's check out some questions, and then we'll get into the main charts, the main because we're having a breakout, and we need to get into some TA. Let's see. All right, so I keep getting this TitanX token price analysis. So here's the thing about TitanX. We haven't really gone through the buy and burn phase. It hasn't been activated. So we're in the inflationary period. So if we go and look at the chart, you can't we don't have enough chart data to look at it. So I want to wait until we start getting the buy and burn and get into the full component of the protocol. So we'll definitely do that. We'll definitely cover it on future live stream, just not right now. It doesn't make sense. What else? Can we just look at the TitanX eco coins only? So I want to make this crystal clear. You know, me and Trey Souls, we've been doing this for about 2 years, and we talk about a bunch of projects. We do analysis. We talk about what's going on in the market. I go and build the bull. We have the next layer where we talk about different project protocols. So yeah, we do talk a lot about TitanX, but we're going to continue to talk about other stuff in the market. So we're not maxis. We never were Pulsion Hex maxis. We're not TitanX maxis. We're crypto analysts and traders. That's what me and Trey Souls are. We analyze the market and we learn how to trade. That's how we roll. And you know, every live stream we always talk about TitanX. So we give you hours and hours of TitanX content. So I just want to make this clear for all you guys. If you're new to watching our live stream, we talk about a lot of stuff. So what
Yeah,
else?
bro, we're crypto conquerors, bro. That's what we do. We come in, we conquer a blockchain, move on to the next one.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Awesome. Let's just get into price charts, man. You ready to rock and roll with that?
Let's do it. Let's get it. This is the exciting part. We're 151 of you are in here right now, and I'm
Got
about to
pop.
check these likes. Check these little likes. We got 52 likes. We're still at a third, one third likes. Let's try to get up to 50%. We can get 75 likes. That would be very phenomenal to get this thing flowing through the algorithm and getting your TitanX bags pumping.
Yes, sir. So we just had one of the most bullish daily closes I've seen in a minute. So if you guys come down here, we had a inverse head and shoulders. And let's take a look at the target because I know we talked about this. So there's a neckline. little ambitious target, but yeah, we broke out right about here. So we hit very close to that target, about 66.5. So what does this mean? Basically, we have a massive flag coming down. You guys can kind of see it right here. Flag all the way down, coming down to the right. Now that we formed this, like, we broke out this inverse head and shoulders, we broke above this pattern. Now we need to see 2 candle confirmations to indicate a breakout. So today or tomorrow, well, technically tomorrow, but Tuesday, what we need to see is we need to see a daily close above, I would say 64K, 64 and a half. I mean, no 64,000. Well, let's make this a little bit easier. I want to see a daily close above 65K. That's it. If we can close above 65K and we get one candle and then the following candle is above that, that might be an indication of the next leg up on the daily. Because if I come here and I check out this chart, so if we go to the ultimate top, so we came up here, topped out, red candle down, came up, touch, broke down, came up, touch, one red candle out, broke down, came up, touch, one green candle out, because a lot of people said, all right, it's go time. We got a doji spinning top, bearish engulfing candle, doji came down, broke down. So you see how there's one and there's two that's red, and then broke down and then broke down again. This is what I'm afraid of. So you can't go and say, oh my gosh, it's a breakout, blah blah blah. We need another green candle and then a falling up green candle, and that's going to indicate the breakout. Now let's check right here. Touch, broke down, touch, doji, breakdown all the way through. Came back up here. Green candle, boom, green candle out. Doji, red candle, came all the way down. Now we have a bullish engulfing candle with a doji. Well, not doji, but a start of a new day. So I want to see another green candle, keep it above here a little bit. Actually, the one thing I don't want to see is this comes down and forms a doji. So let me backtrack. I don't want to see a close at 65K because that'll be a massive doji and then a breakdown back into the flag pattern. I want to see this thing break and close out in somewhere between the 66K to the 67K range and then start its next leg up. Go up. That's what we're looking for. If it comes down here and forms a doji, there's a good chance that we might see another green candle and then a breakdown. Does that make sense?
2 more days and we're flirting. We're flirting with it.
And the analysis I did was, this wasn't me just making stuff up. I went back and I showed you everything that happened and what the market maker's telling you right now. And so the reason why I see this green candle coming up is there's some bullish news coming in. So there's something that's going to happen that's going to be really either really, really bullish for the market, or it's going to be really bearish and it's going to screw you guys up. Because keep in mind, this is October. So there is going to be an October surprise if there hasn't already been one. Actually, there was one, but I can't say it because we'll get banned off of YouTube. So I'm trying to keep us good on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes.
we'll leave it for another day. But main point I'm trying to get across here, this might be the breakout that everybody's speculating on. So good stuff. Now let's check out the weekly. Look at this. Look at that. All right, so we get a weekly close. Above 65K. I don't want it to be above 65K, but if it's above 65K on the weekly close, that's going to be a morning star. So we have a bearish engulfing candle, a doji, and then a green candle that's more than 50% of this candle. That's a morning star. That is bullish on the weekly. Now, you guys see how effective evening and morning stars are, but they have to happen on the T. If you're off by just a little, it's not a clear indicator of a breakup or a breakdown like we saw in Bitcoin dominance. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. So I think ultimately I want to see this close up, get a morning star, bada bing, bada boom. So our main target at the end of this week, to be honest with you, man, I want to see a breakout and hit like 68K, 70K. That's what we're looking for. That's a clear indicator that it's almost go time, and Pumptober might actually come to fruition because a lot of you guys were wrong and it might actually come in. So we'll see. All right, we're getting through the halfway mark. So nothing wrong with actually I want to copy something over because I found something interesting the other day on the Bitcoin dominance chart. So we'll check it out. Now look at this, dude. Look at this on the monthly. Now we're halfway through the month, so it's not necessarily like a clear indicator, but you know, we're
Finally,
saying
two green in a row. Two green in a row.
yes, sir. And we're actually seeing signs that this thing could potentially close above this flag, and we get a monthly close above this in the next 14 days, man. Bro, it's gonna get stupid really, really quick. So
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, man, like just looking at these trading indicators and these ranges and just checking out the resistance or whatnot, I don't want to see this at all go down 56K. I really don't. I mean, is that within the realm of possibility? Yes, but we've had the same targets we had for the past couple of weeks. The market makers showing really, really bullish signs. It's indicating that we're going to flirt with 68K and then come up and touch somewhere right around that 72K mark. And we're going to potentially can break out this flag and start moving. So let's look at this flag. So we came in. Yeah, it's kind of forming like this green candle. And then next time we had another breakout, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 6 months of green candles breaking out. So if this breaks up, that would actually fall in line with the bull market. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and that'll put us in March of 2025. 6 green months, and then a correction towards the top, and then that's all she wrote. That's it. So yeah, man, I think everything's coming to plan, man. It's looking good. See you later. So good stuff. And then also keep in mind, we still have the Wyckoff schematic right here. So we're getting close to phase E. So when we break this flag, like right here, we're right here. This is where we're at right now. So Wyckoff studied the market maker. He gave you how they do this to a T. We showed you how this plays out. We had phase A right around here, the dip down. Maybe I can zoom this up a little bit. Put it like, yeah, there you go. That's like really close on the money, right? Phase A was right here. Phase A. Phase B was the bottom down here. Phase C was that initial pump. Actually, no, phase D was that initial pump. And then now we're in phase E. We're about to go into phase E, where we're about to break out and then see you later. So this is how the market maker and all the big bankers and financiers, this is how they shake people out and then pump the market right after. It's falling Wyckoff schematic to a T if you guys just take a look at it. And I'm seeing this pop up ever since we put this on live stream. And since we talked about it, and since I put tweet about it, I see Wyckoff schematic 2 everywhere. So I think this gives you an idea of how this works. So yeah, man, any thoughts on this?
Nah, bro, it really does just look like we're at the very end of that consolidation in that Wyckoff method. So, dude, it looks like it's primed to pump, man. Can't go much further.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm curious, and I want to look at one other thing.
All right. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I got you. So the other thing I'm also looking at when it comes to the Bitcoin top, and this is just me doing analysis. Now, what's interesting is if you guys look at the RSI, so this is the monthly RSI versus Bitcoin. And one thing that I've been studying is there's this trend line that the RSI does a really great job following. So RSI talks about it's basically the buying and selling strength and the market volatility in the market. I'll let you guys research it. So when we start to see Bitcoin top out right here, the RSI goes up and then touches this resistance line coming across the board. So when the first market came up, we had a double touch on the RSI, came down. And then the next market in 2017, double touch on the RSI. That was the top, came back down. And then we came up to the next one, in the most recent one, 2021. We had a touch on the RSI, and then we came back down. So one thing that I'm tracking really closely is This red line on the RSI coming across the board, when I see this purple line come up and touch it, so what I'm seeing right now forming on this trading pattern is I'm seeing like a little bit of a handle right here, and then right here is a cup right there. So we have a cup, and then we have a handle. So this thing's going to come up right here, a little bit of a correction come in, and then it's going to come up. And then once we start to see it touch this trend line, this red line on the monthly RSI, there's a good chance that will be a top indicator for the Bitcoin top. Keep in mind, I am collecting indicators to pay attention to when the top of Bitcoin comes in, because my one goal is I want to try to call the top this market. I don't know if I'm going to put it out there or whatnot, but ultimately, this is going to be a very important indicator. Trace Souls, did you get any of this? Because I can do a quick breakdown.
No, I got every single bit of it, bro.
Okay.
This it's an RSI indicator, and it's been down in this purple zone that you've got here. It needs to come up, retest, and then it's gonna send to that red line, and that's when we're trying to get the hell out.
Yeah, when it touches this red line, that's the top of Bitcoin, because it's
Yep.
happened every single time. Like this is gold right here. This is gold. Like
Cool.
we have, so this one might be a little bit of like a fake out right here. That was one. And then right here, we had a one touch and then two touch. So, the difference right here, I mean, I want to double check that. Like how much is the difference? Ooh, that's like a 3x. Well, ballpark. This is just on a monthly 1, 2, and then came up and then touch and then boom. So once we start getting that touching that time frame, that's when we gotta be on high alert. And so right here, this is a 4-month period when we got very, very close. So, and then here, this one was actually pretty cut and dry. I'm curious, what about the yearly? Let's take a look at the yearly. Okay, yeah, no, you don't want to look at the 12-month. What about the 6-month? Nah, you don't want to look at the 6-month. Let's look at the 3-month. Eh. Nah. The monthly is going to be the best for this, dude. I want to look at any other trading trend except the monthly. The monthly is going to tell you when we get very close to the top, but keep in mind when that hits, you're going to have about, I would probably say 1 to 2 months to make your move. So that's when altcoin season is going to hit. And then that's when you want to start really taking profits. And then once it starts shipping down, that's when you want to get more aggressive. That's how I see it. So any thoughts on that?
I like it, bro. That's another golden trading indicator here found on the Verse. None other than the Verse Crypto, baby. Great work, Chris. Always bringing in new bangers.
All right, but wait, there's more. Just kidding. Not really, but all right, let me get rid of this real quick. So here's something interesting that I was looking at. So you know how we've been all crazy about like the Wyckoff method and all that jazz.
Okay.
So if you guys have been, paying special attention to this, and I just line this up real quick. Oh, no, don't want to do that. Come on, stay right here. All right, I'm going to get rid of this. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. So, all right, I need to put this in a way where everybody can see it and it looks good. All right. So I'm going to expand this. So this is called Wyckoff when we're basically going in the opposite direction. Now, what I'm seeing on this chart, and I'm going to plop it out like right here and expand it so it's easier for you guys to see. Where are we with this breakout? So we came up here, and right here, I would probably say that's like your difference between your phase A. So this is right around here is phase A. And then we're getting into phase B. Phase B, we had the UT, so it broke a little bit above the top, and then we came back down. So where are we at in phase B? It's probably going to be right here before we get the all-time test. So this is Phase A, phase B, and then now we're getting to phase C right here. And this is the UTAD. So this is like the all-time high retest right here. So the main point I'm trying to get across with this chart that I'm pointing out for this little exercise that we're doing is that we are right here on the Bitcoin dominance chart. And so pretty soon we're going to see a massive breakdown, and then we're going to get into the LPSY zone, and we're going to hit support lines. These support lines, they're probably going to be right here and then right here. A couple of the swing lows, and then I'm going to get rid of this just to make it a little bit easier. And then I'm going to change these colors. Let's do different colors. Let's do yellow. So right here to the yellow. So with us doing the UTAD test, once we start to see this break down, we're going to get into phase D. Now, phase D is going to be your warning. It's probably going to follow something similar to the chart, because keep in mind, this is a market maker. This is what the elites use and the bankers and stuff to monitor these markets. This, in my opinion, there's a market maker playing games with you guys, and this is how he goes in and manipulates and messes with people. So what's probably going to happen is there's going to be a breakdown, come up, retest, and then we get into phase E. See you later. And phase E, it's probably going to be in full form, close to the beginning of the year. Does that make sense?
Got it. Got it. So we'll see a nice breakdown before the end of the year, but then all the way.
All the way, baby.
That's when you should be monitoring the tether chart.
Yeah. So not only did we see it touch the 100 monthly simple moving average, we're starting to see some doji form at the top. We're also seeing it fall very similar to Wyckoff schematic number 1. So this is what we're using as a great way to determine the breakdown. If it follows Wyckoff schematic, there's a good chance that we're going to see it be extremely bearish in this scenario. There's a bullish side and a bearish side to these things. So good stuff, man. All right, now let's just get in, and I'm gonna get rid of all these lines. Hope you guys took notes on that, because when we get that breakdown, I don't know if we're gonna be around. So, all right. So what are we seeing? Yeah, man, this is just flagging out right now in the weekly. Came in, didn't get that evening star, came up, bullish engulfing candle, doji, trading sideways. Now I'm gonna get rid of this. We do know it's forming a little bit of an inverse of a head and shoulders pattern right there. Let's do a monthly. So monthly, we're doing a back test on the 100 monthly simple moving average. So we came up here, peaked out right here when we touched, coming back here, back test, higher time frame. Now the question is, will we see a beautiful red candle to form an evening star? So this monthly close is going to be interesting, man, because if we see that, it's going to be a great indicator. So yeah, man, monthly looks good. Weekly looks good. I mean, everything's just falling in line with Wyckoff. So overall, man, looks good. Any thoughts on Bitcoin dominance?
Just ready for that puppy to send down, I think, just like everybody else. But you know what? It's good that it hasn't yet, so we could identify that Wyckoff method applies to the Bitcoin dominance chart.
Yeah, I think it's good. And just looking at Bitcoin dominance and just the Bitcoin chart, the main thing about this market you guys got to understand is it's going to happen really fast, and it's not going to be around forever. And there's two types of people in this market. There's the people that understand technical analysis and can get a good taste of when to get in and move in and move out. And then there's a lot of people that act like, and then the other side of it is a lot of people who are very emotional, and they do things based off of crazy speculation. I think this coin is tied into this company, and I think it can get to this market cap, and they don't like use math or logic or whatever. It's just based on the feelings. And so The main point I'm trying to get across is if you can watch these charts, understand what's going on, and watch our live streams, because we're teaching you guys how to navigate these markets. Because if you understand how this works, you understand why coffee, you understand the doji, you understand the breakdown, then you can make your exit plan. And you don't need to go far deep in the weeds. Does that make sense?
Excellent analysis.
Yeah. So yeah, and shout out to Mofo Fishing Show. Glad to see y'all teaching you the charts. Usually people just slap themselves on the back and act like it's magic. Well done, guys. Well done. Appreciate you, man. So good stuff. Good stuff. So okay. Well, man, I think we covered a lot. So I'm called good. You got anything else, my man?
Dude, I'm good, man. I think we had a lot of people in here. Got 164 y'all in here right now. We want to thank you again for joining in the verse, another hot action-packed live feature with your boy Chaos Chris and Trey Soul. Until we see you guys again next time, peace out and keep it cool, degenerates.